In the Gospel of Luke, we read about a few parables about lost things. One of these is the lost sheep, how in a flock of 100 sheep, one would go off and go astray his own way, and the good shepherd leaving those 99 sheep, he'd go after the one and bring it back to him. And in that story, it says there's more rejoicing in heaven over one singular sinner who repents than the 99 who didn't need to repent. Now, I've been thinking about this because I'm thinking about revivals and stuff, how big spirit-led movements are going on. And, hundreds upon thousands can come to Christ in those. And it can be dangerous to look at those. There's nothing wrong with them, but it can be dangerous to look at those as the only way that God's Spirit moves and forget about going up to that one singular person. If we think about in the book of Acts how Philip went up to the Ethiopian eunuch and he converted him just, a one-on-one interaction. We're supposed to go up to these people who are lonely, who need Jesus. And sometimes God will tell us to go up to some specific person and help them out. But we have to be willing to let God use us in that way. We have to be willing to go up to a person and start speaking, even if we don't think we know the words, because God put those words in our hearts to speak to that person who's really in need, needing God right then and there. So who's that one person in your life, I wonder? Who's that one person who you think really could use Christ? Or maybe Christ is already trying to lead you to talk to that person. I'm sure there's many in my life. I can think of a few off the top of my head. But just knowing who they are isn't going to do much if I'm not willing to go up and talk to them. Start a conversation with a person I might not even know. Sometimes those strangers that come up to us that leave behind the greatest message of all rather than, a churchgoer or a family member or somebody. It can be anybody. But God may call you to speak to somebody. But are you willing to? God bless.